Hey guys, here are notes for section 10.1. These are starting chapter 10, drawing three-dimensional objects. Some of this stuff, if you have the engineering class or intro to engineering, you might recognize a few of these things, but the first thing we're going to talk about is called an orthographic projection. Of an object is an undistorted two-dimensional projection. The orthographic projections of the top, the side, and the front of a stack of cubes is shown below. So basically what an orthographic projection is looking at three different views of a three-dimensional object. So if I'm looking at this three-dimensional object and I just look from the front side, all I would see would be this tall 4 stacks high and this 2 stacks high. So here's the 4 stacks that I would see and the 2 stacks that I would see. If I'm just looking from the right side, I would see the 4 stacks, the 2 stacks, and the 1 stack. 4 stacks, 2 stacks, 1 stack. If I was just holding it to this, looking at only the right side, you can tell by the darker shaded areas. The lighter shaded areas was this. The top part, you'll have to draw in yourself, is just going to be a little L shape. You've got your 3 here and your 2 right here. So your 3 here and your 2 right there. Just if I was looking straight down at the top of it. So picture yourself standing on top of this thing and looking straight down. All you'd see would be these white tops. 1, 2, 3, and then the 1 here. So 3 and the 1. You can pause it anytime you need to. Here's just some examples. This is not even in your notes. Just wanted you to look. You got the front, the side, and the top of the house. You got the front view, the side view, and the top view of this little tool chest, little tool cabinet. Here's an interesting concept. You see this a lot. It's like the cube views, where you can put like the object in a cube, and you'd see the front view, you'd see the side, both side views, the bottom, the back, the top, everything that you would see there. It's a cube view. You'll get a chance to see that a little bit tomorrow in class, but for you, it will be today in class because you're watching this tomorrow. All right, and next one. Okay, so we've seen orthographic projections. Now we're going to talk about isometric drawings. An isometric drawing it looks like a three-dimensional view of an object. It makes the object that you draw on your paper look three-dimensional, like this cube right here. Looks like a three-dimensional cube. The dotted lines are the hidden lines. Such a drawing is not three-dimensional because you're just drawing it on your paper, but the way you do the perspective, it looks three-dimensional. It shows all the lines and dimensions of an object. Isometric dot paper, which is what you see here, is sometimes used to make isometric drawings. The isometric drawing of a cube is shown on the isometric dot paper right here. So you kind of see it looks three-dimensional. The top of the cube, the front, the side, the bottom, the back side over here with the dotted lines. So you can kind of see it. Here's the orthographic projection, and here's the isometric drawing. So if I was looking at this from the side, you would see this piece here. If I was looking from the front, all we would see is these pieces look straight up just like this. And if I was looking at the top, I would just see those two pieces on top. Just these two. Here is the isometric drawing, and here's the orthographic projection right here. So you have your front, your right side, and your top. So that's the isometric drawing, is a three-dimensional drawing. All right, your turn to try. Here is an orthographic projection. What I'd love for you to do is pause the video and try to draw it. Try to draw the three-dimensional object. Try to draw the isometric drawing if you can. I'm going to show it to you, so if you pause the video before you see it, then you might be able to try to draw it yourself. If you wait till I click this button, then you'll see it on the paper. But if you can't figure it out, then of course you can copy it off there. Ready, set, and go. Here is what this would look like. Your front view, you have your 1, 2, 3 high. So there's your 3 high. And your 2 high. So there's your 2. Your right side, you'd have a 3, a 2, a 1, and a 1. So here's your 3, your 2, and your 1 and 1. And then your top view, you'd have the 4. Just these 4 right here, and then the 1 right here. So the 4 and then the 1. So that would be this. Now try this one, see if you can get it. Here's your right side, here's your front, here's your top. It takes a little time to get used to drawing them, but try it and see what you got. Okay, here comes the next one. Looks like that. You've got your front would have 3 and then 1, 1. So 3 and then 1 here and 1 here. So there's your bottom 3 and then your top 3. Your right side view has a 1, a 3, and a 1. So it's got your 1. Barely can see that one. You got your 3 in the middle. And then you got your 1 right here. And then your top, you've got these two, this one, this one, this one, and the middle one right here. So that would be your top view. Alright, let's try it the other way then. Here's your isometric drawing. Let's see if you can draw the 3 views. Your front view should always go in this bottom one right here. Your top view should always go in this upper one, and then the right side would be your right view. So give it a try, pause it, see if you can do it before I show you. Remember, get set, and go. There are your 3 views. Whoops, sorry. There's your front view. You'd have your T. Your right side view, you just see a line of 4. And your top view, you just see a line of 3. Okay, try this one. Pause it if you can. Try it yourself. On your mark. Get set. Go. Your front view, you'd have 3 and 2. So there's your 3 and 2. Oops, my bad. Your right side would be 3, 2, and 1. So 3, 2, 1. And then your top view would have a 2 and a 3. So there's your 2 and your 3. Alright, let's move on. You can pause it if you need to draw those in. Okay, create an isometric drawing from the stacks of blocks in exercises 1 and 2 from the previous paper. So basically, you're taking these 3 shapes and trying to draw this on the paper, and then you're trying to draw this one on the paper. So it's just a little practice. So you want to just try to recopy this one that you just saw previously, and the same thing here. You want to just recopy this one down. So just get a little practice, see if you can get it to look right, and copy it, and you get the hang of drawing them. Alright, that is it. These are your practice problems, and see what you guys can come up with. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.